beautiful people, welcome to my channel. My name is Georgia for those of you who are new, and to my regular subscribers, welcome back. So as you can see, I'm on camera. I am on camera. So you're probably used to watching / listening to my videos from the wave, the pink and blue waves that you see. Well girl, YouTube said no more of that. YouTube is like, your video seems to be mass produced. I'm shaking. Your videos seem to be mass produced, so therefore we are demonetizing you. And yes, they demonetized my little channel. I am so upset, but nevertheless, I am back. I'm doing my reviews. I'm doing my reviews because I love watching my reality shows. It takes a lot for me to come and do all this because I work from home. And I'm just used to being in my sweats, my hair, whatever. But now YouTube is forcing me to be on camera. And to be on camera, you know, you gotta look a little bit decent. So I just threw something together today. Going forward, I'll try to do better. But this is what you get today. I'm gonna do my review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And then behind that, I'm gonna do a review of the new one, the new franchise, Love and Marriage DC. So yeah. I'm gonna be on camera going forward. I used to be before, and then I did with just the voice, but now they're like, no, you need to do better. So here I am, and I'm trying to get my channel monetized again. So make sure you share this video with your friends and family. Make sure you watch it, thumbs up, like the video, and comment, because it helps. It does help the algorithm, as they say. So I'm sitting here in the kitchen at the kitchen table. Just finished watching Love and Marriage Huntsville season 4 episode 8. So let's get into it. So we left off where we had the ladies still at the Galantine's event, and we had where Destiny jumped up and Stormy jumped up like, girl, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? I'm here, yeah, whatever. It reminded me of Real Housewives of Potomac with Monique and Candace, that fight. So we have Tisha pushing back Destiny. We have Melody pushing back Stormy. And finally, they got Destiny out the room and got her to another area. We had Tisha and Kimmi go over and calm down Destiny as best as they could. At one point, Destiny was still trying to get away to get back at Stormy. But they held her back. Them ladies are strong. They made sure they held her back. So first, Stormy wasn't as upset as Destiny, obviously. So Melody was able to calm Stormy down, and then she went and she checked on Destiny, yeah. And you know, it was about to go left for a little bit, where Melody was like, but you were coming at her too, and you were coming at you. So finally Kimmy's like, no, I got this. So, you know, they calmed it down and the ladies got okay. But before Destiny and Kimmi came back to the table, we had LaTisha come back to the table, and she's like, Stormy, so what was that all about? I mean, it didn't even have to go like that. Y'all don't know each other like that, so why is it going like... And Stormy's like, girl, I don't know. What's wrong with your friend or whatever? So then LaTisha was like, but it's not even like that with me and Melody. The Stormy was like, but you did jump up a little bit. She's like, you jumped up like you were about to do something, so I thought, you know, y'all were about to get at it. But she's like, no, it wasn't that bad with us. Now Melly comes back to the table, and they're talking a little bit, and then we're going back and forth between Melody and between the ladies at the table and the ladies in the room. We had Destiny and Kimmi still in the room. So Destiny said to Kimmi, so girl, if that was you, what would you have done? And Kimmi whispered, girl, I would have thrown a chair. So of course Destiny had a little chuckle out of that. It kind of, you know, lightened the mood a bit. And she know that, like, listen, I know Kimmi was like me, you know, back in the day, but now she seems to have calmed down. So therefore, you know what? I look up to Kimmi. I respect her. So you know what? I'm going to keep myself confident or whatever. So now we go back to the table, and somehow now it goes left with Melody and LaTisha. So LaTisha was like, Melody, the only time that we go live, I don't know how it got to that point again, but I thought they were calm, they were talking okay, and then it just elevated. So LaTisha was like, Melody, the only time Marsau and I go live on Instagram is to debunk a lie that you've told about us. And Melody was like, I never lied, girl. I never lied. I just like the way she talked with her little squeaky voice. She was like, girl, I never told a lie. She's like, well, you keep putting things out there. I remember when you told us that before season 1 aired, that you already knew about Martell cheating, but you didn't want any of us to bring it up. But you brought it up and you told us not to say anything. You knew your husband was cheating on you for 3 years before, and you went and had another baby by him. And Melody was right. She was like, girl, that's my husband. What you expect me to do? It's not like, I'm not going to be sleeping with. She didn't say all of that or whatever. But Melody was like, that's my husband. You're still cheating on you to this day. And you know about it and you ain't doing nothing about it. So that got LaTisha heated. They were going back and forth. And Melody was like, you know what? And I can understand Melody. This is like, we are at an impasse. So Melody was like, you know what? I'm over this. I'm out of this. Let me get up. Let me go make my coins like you see I'm doing also over social media with my 100 businesses. And I'm making sure that everything is good. Melody was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. This is like, when you see that TikTok me, girl, I can't do this. I can't do this. So that was Melody. She was like, I'm out. Peace. It's like, F you, Tisha. I'm out of here. I'm like, damn, that was an exit, boy. So Melody and Stormy left. Tisha looked like she triumphed, because as you guys see, we're seeing a difference in Tisha. She is turning. Before, Tisha used to be quiet. She used to be crying. Anytime anybody say anything to her, you could see that she was kind of thinking it over, and then it was hurting her. But at this point now, Tisha is coming out with gloves swinging. She's like, girl, you keep saying this is happening. Show me the proof. Show me the proof. Let me know my husband is cheating on me. And Melody was like, it's all over YouTube. Go watch YouTube. Go watch. Yes, come watch YouTube. Especially watch my channel as far as doing the reviews. I mean, I do get a little messy sometimes if I see something going on Twitter, or if I see something going on Instagram that I think I need to address, I would do so. But I'm not into it like some of these people who are actually just, I think, making up lies and putting it out there. I mean, they keep coming with all these, but they have no receipts. So therefore, no, I'm not doing that, because these are actual people's lives that are being, talked about. And you could ruin people, you could ruin marriages, relationships based on what's put out there. Like they said, it's very hard to combat a lie. When somebody tells a lie on you, now it's up to you to prove that they're lying. Now, I'm not going to be doing that to these people. So what I will do the reviews and the reaction to the actual episodes that they do put out there. But once in a while, like I said, girl, if I see something on Twitter or on Instagram, I'm going to come at you with it. So now Stormy and Melody leaves, and the ladies, I guess the party was over. Kimmi or Tiffany said, well, that's not what we expected to happen, but there it is. But one side note, Stormy's hair, girl, did you see that flourishing locks that Stormy had on? That was all her natural hair. Kind of thick like this synthetic wig that I'm wearing right now, but Stormy's hair look good. Her product must be working, and I see why she's a millionaire, because if it wasn't working, people would not be buying it. So, yep, Stormy, go ahead and promote your stuff, girl. Go ahead and promote your stuff. All right, so now the party's over, obviously. And now we have Kimmi. Oh, if you guys don't know from before, if you're a regular watcher, I always have a little notebook where I write my notes. That's why you see me looking down a little bit. So now we have Kimmi and Maurice. It so happens that it was Kimmy's birthday, and Maurice made her breakfast in bed. That was so sweet. And he comes back to bed and he's eating with her, and she's going over what happened the night before. She tells him the whole rundown like I just went over. And then they had a side note. Kimmi was like, you know what, now I got a plan for Jalen's housewarming. And Maurice is like, so who all's invited? And Kimmi was like, well, actually everybody's invited now. The only way they're not invited is they uninvite themselves. So Maurice was like, so is Martel invited? He's like, no, that's the only one. And then Maurice is like, but why? That's our guy. Why isn't he invited? He said, because he's in a lot of stuff right now. He said, but everything that he's in is surrounding Mel. He said, now we have, then he points out, we have Melody and LaTisha going at it. We have Melody and Destiny going at it. We have Melody and Martel going at it. If you notice, the common denominator here is Melody. So Kimmi was like, Martel isn't invited. So he's like, if Melody don't come, can Martel come? And Kimmi was like, nope, I just don't want to deal with him right now. There's more stuff going on with him than just with Melody, and I don't want him at the party. So Maurice is like, can I call Martel? Like, Maurice, why didn't you let it go? You see, Kimmi was getting upset, and he just kept pushing. So now he calls Martel on FaceTime, and he's telling him what's going on. He's like, we're having a housewarming for Jalen, but you're not invited. So Martel was like, why didn't I get an invitation? That wasn't the word he used. I thought he was talking like Miss Wanda for a minute there. The word he used, introduction. He's like, why didn't I get an introduction? And Maurice was like, man, you didn't get an invitation. And he goes down the list because of why. So Martel gets upset, and I could understand why he would be upset, because honestly, all these people, sorry guys, I didn't have on my ring light. I just realized 12 minutes into the video, 10 to 12 minutes in the video, I just realized I didn't have on my ring light. So I just turned it on. So you may see a difference in the quality based on that. And I'm hot. It's a warm day here in New York. So as I was saying, Martel was pretty much upset about not being invited to the housewarming event, and he made it known that, you know, he's not happy about it. So they were talking for a while, and then being on FaceTime, you know, sometimes it freezes, so that's how they got off the phone. So then Maurice was to Kimmi, he's like, listen, your surprise is not over. I have another surprise for you. So he goes and he gets the suitcases, and he's like, we're going to Miami. We're going to Miami for the weekend for your birthday. And Kimmi was so excited. So that was nice to see. So that's where we left Kimmi and Maurice. And then we go to Marsau and Miss Wanda. This was the scene for me for... This scene was the one for me for this episode. So we have Marsau waiting in front of Blaque Cigar Lounge for Miss Wanda, because you remember that Tisha told her that, listen, I want you to shadow somebody at the restaurant, you know, the cook in the restaurant, just to make sure that you see in all aspects of the business. So Miss Wanda, Marsau is standing in front of the restaurant, impatiently waiting for Miss Wanda to show up. And then she finally pulls in. Miss Wanda is dressed from head to toe. She got on her heels. She got on her little pink jacket, her little distressed jeans, and she's clutching her certificate. She's clutching her business certificate, because it's obvious that my hands ain't going into nothing. And she did say it. She's like, I just got my nails in. I'm not about to do any of this. So Miss Wanda's clutching her certificate, her business certificate. Marsau takes her straight into the kitchen. He's like, this is where the magic happens. And Miss Wanda was like, girl, I could see that. He's like, it could be even better if, you know, we had clean dishes. And then the camera pans to a sink full of dirty dishes. And she's like, I'm not here to be washing no dishes. I came for you to give me my money so I could get my truck. So Marsau keeps saying all these M's. So Marsau is like, but there's more to it. Tisha did tell you that you were coming here today to shadow someone in the kitchen, and this is what we do in the kitchen. So, but you don't look like you're dressed for the kitchen. She had on her rainbow boots. They were cute, though, cute little rainbow boots. And like I said, she was dressed up, and she was like, I just got my nails did. I am not about to put my hand in that greasy, dirty water. Miss Wanda, how is this food truck gonna work out if you don't plan to get your hands dirty? Maybe when you do have your own business, then you will get your hands dirty. But you are obviously not about to pick up anything and do any work at Blaque. First of all, you didn't want to make Marsau a cup of coffee, and now you don't want to get your hands dirty or greasy, girl. That's what they have gloves for. You gotta get down and dirty if you're gonna run a business. So she takes the opportunity now to talk about something that was seen on social media. And I saw it too that day, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to address this. So there was a post on social media where someone said that Marsau, there's a picture that they take a picture of Marsau's back. He's in, apparently the person posted that he was in Atlanta and he was in bed with someone and they took a picture of his back. So Miss Wanda was like, is this your back? Do you know about the picture? He's like, yes, I've heard about the picture. She's like, is this your back in the picture? And Marsau, being the comedian that he is, that I knew he was going to toy with her, he said, well, I don't know because I've never taken a picture of my back. So I've never seen a picture of my back. So I don't know. Maybe that's not me. So Miss Wanda's like, you see, that's the mess I'm talking about. You like to play games, but we already know that was coming. Anytime you see an interaction between Marsau and Miss Wanda, you know it's going to be hilarious because he is not going to go there with her. She could be serious as she wants to be and he's going to turn it into a comedy. So she's like, well, were you in Atlanta? He's like, actually I was in Atlanta, but and then she was like, he's answering her specific questions. He's not giving her any additional, which is the right way to do it, Marsau. So she was like, were you at this hotel? And he was like, no, I was not at this particular hotel, because apparently the picture shows where they have the picture of him in the bed, and then there's another picture floating around out there that shows a hotel that is there. I don't know if I told you guys in previous video, there is a lady on Twitter called LaTisha, and she breaks down everything that's going on with the show before the episodes actually come on. So she claims that she is one of Martel's children mother, that she didn't know that he was married to Mel, that when he came to her, he presented himself as single. He even went as far as propose to her and all of that. So I've posted her link before and I'm going to put it underneath this video again so you guys could go, and if you want to, check out her Twitter page. She only comments on the shows on Twitter. So I'll put her Twitter page below and you could go on and read and do your own little research and do your own accusations or come to your own conclusions as you will. But I'm not going to make a full video dedicated to what she says because, like I said, I don't get that messy into the show. I enjoy watching the show. I enjoy seeing, you know, what's going on, but I'm not going to dig that deep into it. So yeah, so Miss Wanda says, were you in Atlanta? He was like, yes, I was in Atlanta at the time. And then Marsau just ended off the conversation with, he's like, I don't care what you say. But first he said to her, he's like, wherever you got that information from that you showing me, go get the rest of the information from that source. So Miss Wanda rolled her eyes, of course. She realized she wasn't getting anywhere at Marsau. He's like, you know what I'll tell you? I will tell you this. Everything that you're accusing me of, you will never have any receipts. That's what he told Miss Wanda. So yeah, Marsau, on the counter, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. And I got you on camera, it wasn't me. You want Shaggy, Marsau? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Oh, denial. There we have it. You know, at this point, like I said, we got to stop accusing Marsau of stuff because nobody can come up with any receipts. Tisha is, you know, making sure that she's standing by her husband, as you should, girl. Don't be taking all these rumors to break up your marriage or anything like that. Make sure that you stick by your man. That's my man. I'm going to stick by him. Do what you have to do to save your marriage. It's not just you and him. You have children to worry about and other extended family. So, hey, it's great entertainment, but I don't know. So now we leave Miss Wanda and Marsau. And then we have Melody and Stormy. So Melody goes over to visit Stormy at her house. Again, you see Stormy and her flourishing hair. And we see her cute little baby boy. So Melody's playing with the baby for a little bit. And then Stormy takes him off and gives him to someone else. And then she comes back to have a conversation with Mel about the party the night before. So Stormy was like... You could see Stormy was really, really upset at the party. She don't like confrontation. She's just about making her money and taking care of her family and doing what she needs to do. So Melody was like, I mean, if you come at her, she's gonna be there to meet you, but she's not gonna start nothing, and she doesn't like the confrontation. Stormy, this is mostly how the recipe for reality TV is, and it's a shame because you would think that these ladies would come together and work together instead of clashing all the time, but it seems like this is what brings in the views, and you know, they maybe want to try a different formula and to see if people will actually watch, if things are working out, because people could get ideas based on how these ladies come together and work things out. So we have Melody and Stormy, like I at Stormy's house, like I said. Stormy was like, girl, is this how it always is? And Melody was like, oh, pretty much. She's like, I was thrown off by LaTisha's energy. But I thought she would have been thrown off by Destiny's energy. But she's like, I was kind of thrown off by LaTisha's energy. And Melody says, I don't know what's wrong with LaTisha. She is in denial. She's delusional. She's something, because she is not admitting that there's something wrong going on with her marriage. So Stormy was like, what about Destiny though? Where was all of that coming from? And Melody's like, girl, I don't know. And Stormy kept pushing it. And I think it took a long time for Melody. I think she should have told her sooner than she did that she spoke to Destiny. Because Melody's like, Destiny called me last night and talked about it. And she's willing to speak to you one-on-one, because she felt that she was out of pocket, and it shouldn't have escalated the way it did. So she's willing to have a meeting with you. And Stormy was like, well, I'll meet with her, but we're gonna have security. She's like, we gonna have security. And Belle was like, is that necessary? And Stormy was like, it's necessary. I just thought the way she said it was funny. Like, you know, she come at me like that again. It's going to be on. I am not going back down. But I think both of them are from the same city of Detroit. So, you know, those ladies in Detroit, they're hot heads. They will come for you and they won't let up. So, that was the meeting between Stormy and Melody. I don't know. Let's see how this happened when Destiny and Stormy meet up. So now we have 2 more scenes to go, and I'm gonna let you go, guys. So now we have Miss Wanda and Tisha. They meet up in front of the food truck, and I think Miss Wanda just wanted to see, you know, different food trucks, how they're being run. She had a conversation with the guy in the truck, asked him how's business, and you know, if he likes doing what he's doing, and so on and so forth. So after that, then we see Tisha come, and and then we have Miss Wanda pull out her phone, and she's like, girl, I talked to your husband about this picture. And she was like, you know about the picture? And Tisha was like, yeah, I know about it. And she's like, did you know? She's like, what are you talking about? She's like, your husband said he was there. Tisha was like, there where? He said he was there, and that was him. So Tisha was like, you know what, Ma? She's like, listen to me. He's like, he said he was there, and that was him, and he said, you know. So Tisha was like, you know what? At this point, I am so sick and tired of people doing accusations against my husband and my relationship that, you know, it's I'm over it by now. And Marsau did tell Miss Wanda earlier when she was at Blaque that he spoke to whoever that he needs to, that matters to him about the situation, which we know that it's Tisha, his wife, he spoke to about it, and he's not going to talk about it no more, because whoever needs to know anything about the picture or whatever, he already had a conversation with them. So that wasn't going anywhere. Miss Wanda was telling her daughter to be smart about it. You know, you have to keep your eyes open and make sure that you're watching everything he's doing or whatever, but you got to be smart about it. So that was Miss Wanda and Tisha's conversation as far as the photo was concerned. And, you know, that's a different photo from what we saw when they went on the boys' trip to Atlanta. So now we have Martell and the Whitlows, and Martell invites them out for a drink. So they meet up at a different establishment. Why didn't y'all go to bar to Blaque Bar and Cigar Lounge to have your drink and support your support your fellow castmate, Martell? Why did you have to go to a different establishment? You could have filmed there, I'm sure. So they meet up and they're talking about, Tiffany's telling her husband and Martell about the Galantines event. Martell asks, were there any licks thrown? Martell asked, there any licks thrown? And Tiff was like, no, we didn't get to that. We didn't get to that point. But he was like, that's interesting. So then I don't know how it came up where she was asking Martell how are the kids feeling about, you know, not being able to come to the book signing. And he said it really hurt them, especially Mariah. I think Mariah is the oldest, yeah. He said it hurt them that they weren't there, but Mel did tell us, and it was Mel's weekend with the kids, and she did tell us that she told Martell that they have to go somewhere. And he's saying that, no, she didn't tell me she had a funeral to go to. If she had told me that, then it would have been different. Martell, I think you're lying. You knew what Mel had to do. It was her weekend, first of all. She didn't have to share the kids with you that weekend. And second of all, I'm sure when you did reach out and ask her, you know, can you bring the kids? She already told you that they had something to do and, you know, they couldn't make it. But you still went ahead and pushed on with that scene and that event anyway. But since then, I've hoped you've planned a different event and had the book signing for them, because it will really be nice exposure for the kids to actually promote their book and, you know, see kids their age and talk about it and stuff like that. So hopefully you've planned a different event since then. So, all right. So that's when Tiffany left that there. And then she was talking about the Galantines event. And at one point, Martell told Tiffany that at this point, Stormy is a good friend to Mel. But the minute that Stormy says no to Melody as far as her asking for something, then Stormy will be out of the picture. And he said, and you will be too soon, Tiffany, because if you're not a do girl, as he says, she doesn't want to be around you. She only wants people around her who is going to do what she says and need. And if she can help, and if they can help her, that's the only people she wants around her. I don't think so. I honestly don't think so, because based on the new show with Carlos King, Nightcap with Carlos King, Melody told us some information about what she does. And she's always said that, you know, she wants to see women do well and she will go out of her way to do for women. And I see it happen on her Instagram page. I follow her on social media. I see how positive she is with her page and stuff like that. So I don't believe Martell at all. So he could go somewhere with that. So now Martell invites Louis. He said, I'm extending an invitation to my wine tasting event in Atlanta, but only you can come, Louis. Tiffany, you're not allowed to come. He's like, it's a guy's event, so therefore women aren't invited. And Tiffany was like, so why can't I come? He's like, because it's a guy's event. And there was one point where oh no, she said to him, she's like, you think Tisha is gonna let Marsau go? And Martell was like, well, she's not gonna stop him because Martell not doing anything wrong. She's like, we already know who wears the pants in that house. That was Tiffany. And Martell was like, so who? And she was like, Marsau. So he's like, yeah, a man should run his household. So we still have Martell on that arrogant behavior as far as do what I say. I'm a man. Let me take care of it all. But you're still not doing that. You know, you weren't doing that at all. So that's why Melody was like, all right, I've tried it with you. I've given you many chances. I'm out. So then Tiffany was like, we all know that I wear the pants in my house. I'm like, okay. She said it in jest. But if you have watched past episodes and watched my videos, you know Tiffany ain't playing. She not playing. She telling Louis right then and there, listen, I run things in this house. So I don't know. Let's see how those two behave going down the line. So, of course, Louis accepted the invitation. So I guess in future episodes, we're going to see them going to the trip to Atlanta. So now the last scene of the episode, we have Tisha pulling up to Blaque, and she calls Marsau. She's like, you in there? He's like, yeah. He's like, come outside, let me talk to you. So he comes out, he stands by the car. She's like, get in. So he's like, oh shit, this is serious. And that's where the episode ended. That is where the episode ended. So I'm guessing next week we're gonna see her having a conversation with Marsau about this particular picture, about what her mother presented to her. And she has to address it. She can't just ignore it. She's trying to, but it keeps coming up, keep coming up. The accusations against Marsau keep getting more and more and more. I'm hoping eventually something will come of it, or it will die down. But at this point, I'm just watching to see what happened, guys, and I'll report on it. So there we have it. We have in the next episode, I believe we have Stormy meeting up with Destiny. I don't know if we're ever going to see another scene between LaTisha and Melody. I don't think we're going to see that. I believe we're going to see we're going to see the housewarming at Jalen's house, and Miss Wanda is coming in. Miss Wanda is coming in ready to fight somebody. So we're going to see all that happening at the next in the next episode, episode 8. So that is my recap and review of Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 4, episode 8, titled You Reap What You Sow. So again, guys, I thank you for watching my video. Look forward to seeing my beautiful face weekly as this show is going on. Give this video a thumbs up, please. Subscribe to the channel, and like I said, share this video with someone. And until next time, be sure to take care of yourselves and your family. Again, thanks for watching. Take care.